At Pasadena City College, there are over 33,000 students. It is the third largest community college in the nation. I get the opportunity to work with about 40 of those students that come consistently to the Ivy chapter. Here are some student testimonies and stories about their experience attending InterVarsity at PCC. This is Bryce.
Yeah, my name's Bryce Ross. I'm a math education major. I've been at PCC for 3.5 years now. Um, I've been in InterVarsity at PCC for the same amount of time, and at GCC for the past year. I've been in leadership for a good half of that. So before college, I would say I graduated high school, looking forward to go to the university I wanted. That didn't happen. Um, and I didn't really have the finances to go where I wanted, not even PCC at the time. So a good year of like depression because I didn't get the support I needed from like family. I was angry a lot of the times, and more than anything, didn't really know what to do with my life. So around February of like 2012, I went to PCC, took like a PE class, joined a bunch of clubs that included InterVarsity. Um, and yeah, I think the reason why I stuck was because when I first met them, they were just really overly genuine, and it was really creepy and weird because I didn't really understand like that level of trust or care that they were giving me. Um, but I realized that they were really trying to love on me, which was well received later on once I understood it. Um, and they just kind of helped me find hope, and really were there with me in my times of struggle, which I needed. I would say before college, I would consider myself as Christian. I guess I didn't really care back then. Um, didn't go to church. Never really saw my faith as applicable to the real world. Read the Bible just for the sake of reading it, not so much as like fine tuning my faith. Um, and more than anything, I was just indifferent. I didn't really care about other people's faiths or does it actually matter in my future, their future. Um, what I learned through university was that it matters now. It mattered back then, but thankfully I'm aware now, and that it's something not that's not just a learning experience. It's not just head knowledge, but it's meant to like help my life. It's meant to guide my life and help other people too, whether they be like my friends, family, strangers. Like everyone deserves the same Jesus I have, you know, and it's something worth pursuing, like long term. A few years ago, I had like a bunch of like these friends in the engineering field, and I used to always chill with them. Uh, Basically, although I was friends with them, I wasn't really comfortable with sharing like about university or about like my own faith. It was really kind of awkward to get past that. But I did care for them, and I guess I didn't know how to like get it together. So what I did was just try to invite them to club meetings or tell them like what I'm doing there. But it kind of just hit the wall with them. They didn't really care. Um, Really, all they did was just kind of go to the parties and sports events or anything with food. Um, yeah, so that was kind of tough because it was a lot of like offering invitations, but like it wasn't really well received by them. They didn't really understand. Um, Recently, though, in the past year, a friend of mine actually went to two of our events at Catalina. Um, you have like inductive based Bible studies where it's open to anybody, no matter where they're at in their life. And one of them just really opened up to Jesus and was open to like share like his pains in life, which is pretty amazing considering how 3 years ago like Christianity, if anything, or just the mention of Jesus was kind of like a mockery. Um, I've been leading a gig with him, which is kind of like a one-on-one uh, introspective Bible study. And yeah, it's kind of interesting to have seen him grown in like a period of 4 months. Um, that's like crazy powerful to what like Jesus could do in like one guy's life. Um, so it's been like a blessing to kind of witness that and walk with him on that. I was here when Phil came to InterVarsity as an intern, and I've seen him progress as a full-time staff. And to see the level of maturity as a man, um, as a Christian man, it's kind of amazing as like an onlooker, to see like him not just going through the motions, but like why he's going through it. Um, it's something that I could look forward to. Um, I would say in direct experience as a leader, uh, I've been in different teams with different opportunities. One of the main things I've learned was how to lead a Bible study. Um, Very important to the university, and just as like a life skill, you might never know when like somebody has questions, and like the best way is kind of like lead it with them, you know. Um, I also learned how to really care for people as a guy. Like as a guy, it's kind of hard to do that. Um, I would say generally the world is kind of very superficial, and they kind of want us to be there to some extent, but not to all of it. Not during the hard parts. Not being there as like a Christian male, not just a man. Um, and he's showed me that through his examples, through other people, and then through also his mentorship of me. Um, I would say for future opportunities, um, as you know, he's started the chapter for Glendale Community College. That's been running for 2 years. It's still a very much new campus, and there's still so much that can be done with like God's will, and I would really like to help with that. Start new groups that better facilitate to the different needs of the campus and those that aren't reached. Uh, I would also say important to me as how he has done with me in terms of like mentoring as a guy to another guy. I want to make sure to see the men from GCC also get that same nurturing and are also able to reflect that to future generations.